Let's go this way into the garden. This is the entrance that only few people come through because this is how I bring the mower through. But
You know
there's
why they don't come through this way?
because it's hard to come down that dang hill.
Hard to come down that hill.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
but
honey.
it's
I'm
the only
sorry.
way in the backyard,
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
But Reg did this beautiful fern leaf above the entrance. It's a lovely way to enter. So when you come visit me, we'll make certain you get down these stairs, and then we'll go out and come in again. But it's a beautiful way to enter because there's so many things that are happening here. Just the sound of the water from the pond, and I don't bring that up very often because it's so subtle to me it gets forgotten. But it is a gorgeous hillside, particularly with the Japanese maple, which is just lush, lush, lush. And we've had so much rain in the last few weeks. We've been under, actually this week, it's been flash flooding, and the river, when we get close to it, you can see it's bank full. And we've just had rain after rain after rain. But look what it does to your gardens. It just makes them pop and grow. And look at the
This is really nice here.
I mean, this garden is absolutely beautiful. It's in shade most of the time, and the hostas, the heucheras, the colors. What I love is this autumn ferns that I have planted in here. When they first come out, their coppery colors accent everything, just everything. And the smell here is really nice. I do have some lavender, not lavender, but mint in this rockway, and it's never gotten invasive with me here. It started out here, got a little loose, ended up here, been here for years. But this is just particularly, I'm looking at everything. Just this here, the painted ferns against this fern and against the lovely undergrowth, Pachysandra, the greens, the different shades. It
I
is,
was taking a shot up this hillside.
were you? Okay. I'm looking at it to see what you're looking at. Oh, up into those gardens. Yeah, I mean, you come in a different way and you see all the things that are in the garden that you don't see every day. But coming through here and you see the pond, you hear the pond, it's just that background noise. We live, we're a mile from downtown. It's not a big town, but you can hear some background noise of cars and trucks, but that really helps. I love my island bed. This dappled willow. This is what you love about the dappled willow. I'm going to step in here. Are the variegations in its new growth. It picks up on this frosted blue-gray of your rose campions, of the lamb's ear in the background, the purples. I am, you're just more aware of what flowers you love when you look around and you see the purples, the blues, the grays. Um, it just blows my mind. I just love, love, love. I love this perennial little
Orchids.
orchid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jim, look at these. These are the perennial orchids. They've got the face and the bloom of an orchid. They are just beautiful. I'll just toss it right there. Let it float. Looks nice. But as you come in here, you can see now that this lovely dwarf golden hinoki cypress is lovely. The color really picks up on the shade garden. The dark green, you have to have dark greens to accent the hinoki. I won't mind if some of this sedum here, I don't plant this. This just shows up. It's easy to remove. But if some of that goes along the stone path that we built here, it would be very pretty to accent that hinoki cypress. But we're just here tonight looking at what's in bloom. My Sarah Elizabeth clematis has come alive, and you see some blooms on her.
She's beautiful, honey.
Yeah, she is lovely. But I know the pots that we planted earlier in the season are doing lovely, again, with that reflection of what maybe the color I want this year in the garden, which are those purples and grays and blues. And there go the geese. But the shade garden is magnificent this time of night. And the closer we get, you can see all the different shades of green. You come back into here, and I have my Zephyrin Druin rose starting to bloom, and the color is such a beautiful pink. I cut a little bouquet last night of that with some other things in the garden. And, you know, you can see what I like is the view here is when you look past the hostas and look way back in among the ostrich ferns, you can see I can't think of the name of that hosta with the
But it
chartreuse
collects
green.
water in its leaves.
Oh, but the big hosta does
Yeah.
collect water in its leaves,
Yeah.
and it's really nice. And you just see all the different textures, shades of, you know, there's purples in with your painted ferns. It just picks up on all the colors, the silver, gray, purples, beautiful painted fern, and carefree. The other thing I love right now that's doing its job is the white violets, as they just soften this whole border with the hostas. And look at this. Look what came up last night. I didn't plant that there. This beautiful, ruffly looking columbine in this pink color.
Well, we tend to have a lot of columbines here for some reason.
I don't know. You know, your brunneras, they just add to it. This is a dry shade.
Yeah, but this whole garden here
with the heucheras
has really taken off this year.
It is lovely. I love how it looks. And then again, there were some blooms from your brunnera, and they're lovely earlier in the spring, but they don't even have to be in bloom to add such drama when you have this variegation in a shade area. You'll learn to love a shade area if you have one. My next favorite thing to do is to walk through. You don't have to come, but look how tall these ostrich ferns are. I love walking through here. We do keep a watch your step sign, probably mainly for me than for anybody else as I go through here. And what I've loved about this pot is that it looks more like it's just the foliage in the garden. The ostrich ferns have gotten so large that you don't even notice a pot, and that was my whole goal is, you know, you don't want to have something draw your eye away from what's already here beautifully. And I do sit here in the morning with the cats with coffee. We all have those spots. I'd like to know what your spots are. And so as we come across here, because I have a view for Reg to look, you can see how high the river is. And that's from, I don't know how many inches we've had. I know we had 3 to 4 just the other day, which is needed. We were in a drought last year. But don't fall in, Reg. And there are some ducklings, there are some little goslings. They're probably up on a riverbank somewhere. The irises have gone through a lot with the rains. And if you have irises, you know that it really can make their buds and their blooms deteriorate quickly. So I wanted to get a video up so you can see that we did have irises. But who's taken the show tonight are the foxgloves. Those spires have never been this tall.
No.
And it's the rain. And this is doing as I wanted. I know I've shown you how I wanted this to look like a cloud of blue. This is definitely starting to look the border as I wanted it. I just love the little forget-me-nots. You can't beat them. The peonies are starting to look like they're ready to get opened in the next week or so. And everything doesn't last as long as we'd like. But the white, I still think the white iris is absolutely beautiful, but I see there's a pale blue that hasn't bloomed yet. And I see one there. Is that one coming out there? That's faded.
That one's about gone.
But there is still one. This nice peachy one is actually fragrant. And then when it comes to my lamb's ear, I cut these back. After a heavy storm, the blooms can just flop. And then I don't like that look. So I cut them off, have a bouquet inside the house. But now you can see my Dolce.
Heuchera.
Yeah, my Dolce, purple Dolce or wildberry or wildberry Heuchera.
Yeah, wildberry.
Dolce wildberry. We got it between the two of us. Now you can see that with the grays and the greens and the blues. It just all looks beautiful. These are my daffodils that haven't started dying back. when they're gone, that'll even give it a better border. Everything we've planted is doing great. Oh, I know, that clematis. Now, that has come back a totally different color than what I've had there. I thought it was white. So I need to look up from a past video, but that is a huge, I'm going to walk back
Got
there.
a great leaf to it.
I mean, the leaf, the bloom is
the bloom,
huge. Yeah. This purple is amazing. I thought I had Mr. President and then a white one, but I'll take it. It's doing great, looks lovely, loving it. The yellow's beautiful. The peachy color has a scent, but it's about done blooming due to the rains. And so that is what's happening. Oh yeah, I was out here cleaning off the tulip leaves. Didn't get it to the compost, but these Mr. Bowley balls are doing great.
Got these a little allium popped up there.
Yeah, one white allium. I did have more, and I'm sure what happened when we were putting in this new part of the bed, I dug up some bulbs, and you just never know when you dig into a bed that has bulbs and redo it, that you probably dug up some of those. But those will multiply, and I like that. The Nepeta cat mint is blooming here. We have our larkspurs that are coming up huge. We had transplanted a couple earlier in the spring, and they're very tall. So we'll see some color with those. But for now, that is what's happening in May. Oh, you want to go through the rest of the gardens?
Oh, sure.
Okay, we're not done yet. This is one of the tiered beds that we don't talk about much. This is the Caryopteris, which I'm tree forming, and I love it. I just need to get down there and do some suckering on it. But I like how it's going to look because it was taking over everything. Didn't have to take it out. But this is double play doozy spirea, getting ready to get some blooms. But the new leaf is red. It's just a deep. It matches the
yeah, it does.
More of a wineberry red. I mean, Reggie, what color would you call it? Because
wine.
A wineberry red.
Yeah.
The foxglove, just making a statement.
And more columbines.
I know. And the painted ferns, they put themselves there. There's an iris in here, a sweet little purpley yellow one. My mom had those, and I brought them with me. Siberian iris. Like Reggie said, columbine everywhere. Up here, Mom has a white peony, but there's pinks and purples. I'll get out of here without falling. Here we go. This upper bed is what we see a lot of, particularly in the winter, and it's turned into a beautiful winter interest. These are getting a little, oh good, they're getting a little marshmallowy. I'm hoping I can cut a few of these over the weekend. We have a nice event for just women, a women's tea, this coming week, and I want to have some flowers and bouquets ready for the tea. This sewed itself, but the newest thing, Reg.
What?
Oh, I love this screen that he built. It produced finally an entrance into the backyard, into the garden, and yet it allows not only for air but for light to come through, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful structure. And Midge loves to find any little place that she can lay on. That's just what she does. But this water barrel garden, and I don't know why that's not the prettiest name for it, but it's the most useful part of the yard, is so good to be able to give me the water I need for all the plants and pots. I still have a few geraniums that will go as gifts that I didn't use yet, and these cosmos look fabulous. I think Lisa's going to get some of those. Mrs. Bly's little pink flowers that are bulbs, and I always forget their name too, but Carnaby's in bloom too. And you can see the little forget-me-nots surrounding that. Oh, there you go. That clematis. And doesn't the little blue forget-me-nots just add whimsy to that area? I think it does. So that's what's blooming right now in my garden. And I love it. I just love how lush it is. I hope you get out walk through your gardens every day because it's changing very quickly. So thanks for watching. We're gardening on the West Fork, and you can see it clear from here, which isn't usually that high. We'll see you the next time. So enjoy yours. Get out tonight and take a look. Bye, guys.